Yeah, greetings in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the First. You know, see, enough respect to all of the subscriber them. More blessed to all of the new subscriber them. Keep sharing, liking, and subscribing, and make we have a discussion. Whether you agree with me, yes or no, you don't know. We can rationally and civil discussion and them thing there and establish some understanding. You know, see, each one teach one. You get me? So, I play a piece of video without no further ado. I want to play a piece of video here and make the item witness. You see, this video here, this video here, from this video here, you'll be witnessing the birth of reggae, the birth of ska. You know, see, the birth of authentic Jamaican music in its inception. See? So, watch the piece of video here. And then we take it from there, so. See? More bless. We soon chat again. Yes, I. No, that was Count Ossie and the mystic revelation of Rastafari, if that's what they were called then. You know, see it, but you want to know what they were called before that? Count Ossie and the Warriors. You know, see it? Yeah, so I'm going to get my name from. You know, see it? Yeah, more bless. Big up time. See, big up all of the man's son them who pass and all of the one them are still alive. You know, see it? Because I grew up then basically by your father music. You know, see, you don't know which part me live, me there for walk past Count Ossie in my yard, I walk past Count Ossie to go catch water for the house and things like that, and always hear constant drumming, beating on the drum. And as children, there was like an open invitation. You know, see, I don't know if anybody was stopped or not allowed to go up there, go observe what go on, but I know say as children, there was no bars, no barriers for I and I. And I could have just walk up to go watch what go on. You know, see, this I get my first superstar experience. You know, see, and that's some go to the man them where Starsky and Hutch slump on the floor. You know, see, Chalice ablaze and they might enjoy themselves. You know, see, yeah, red, out of this world, highest than ever been. You know, see, so out of Rockfort, during them time there, you didn't have, it's like say the energy, the basic energy or the characteristics of Kingston itself not only existed there, but this is the original area, this is the beginning. You understand what I say? And when I say witness the birth of reggae, the birth of ska, right there, that was even before ska and reggae. You understand what I say? Yeah. So again, the culture still lives on. You know, see, because right now, you're going to hear, later on, you're going to hear the mystic revelation of Rastafari play the same way. And the Akete drum is being played by Time, none other than Time. One of the son of Count Ossie himself. You know, see, so you don't know the culture lives on and it lives. You know, see, yeah, can't stop. Now, from official document now, you know, like in particular from Wikipedia, quoting a few authors, researchers, biographers and things like that, you hear them and explain and I tell you where the whole thing come from and how the whole thing come about. You know, see, so let me quickly read this few before we lose the time span what we have. You know, see, so yeah, Count Ossie, you know, see, according to Wikipedia, Count Ossie, born Oswald Williams, 1926 to the 18th of October 1976. So I go and say happy birthday right now. You know, see, well, I can't, honorable birthday, you know, see, right now, because you don't know. You know, see, Count Ossie born Oswald William 1926, 18th of October to the 18th of October 1976, was a Jamaican Rastafari drummer and band leader. During this time, I attended Renoclad School. I remember the funeral vividly. I want to say I feel like I kind of think him and his daughter, when his daughter died with him as well. Certain, either daughter or granddaughter, and she thinks she was buried with him in the coffin. You know, see, in the same coffin. I can't remember ever seeing a baby coffin in my life. You know, see, in the early 1950s, he set up a Rasta community in Rockfort near Warwick Hill on the east side of Kingston. See, that's what we call Shanti Town today. You know, see, where many of Kingston's musicians learned about the Rastafarian movement. Want to tell you, say Bunny Wailer, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and the whole of them in a that. You know, see, in the late 1950s, he, with other percussionists, formed the Count Ossie group. According to reggae historian Bruno Blum, the Rasta Nyabingi style of hand drumming, which derives from Jamaican Kumina traditions, has its roots in Bantu traditions from Eastern Congo. According to the book, The First Rasta by Helen Lee, because of their Rastafarian beliefs, Count Ossie and his team were violently rejected from the then anti-Rasta music establishment. That means that the music establishment in a Rasta never accommodate black culture or black Rasta Afrocentric culture to that level. You know, this was the time of suppressing blackness. I mean, you know what I say? In the highest form. You know, see, as most Rasta were, It was not until around 1959 when successful dancer Margarita Mahfoud, a Jamaican rumba dancer of Honduran descent, who enjoyed their new style and liked to dance to it, demanded that Count Ossie and his group be part of her major ward theatre show. There, John Jr. also resisted at first, but at Mahfoud's insistence, had no other choice but to have them on his opportunity hour show at the Carib Theatre. Both shows were successful and opened new doors to Count Ossie and the Warikas right away. Their first song recording were made after meeting Prince Buster, who produced a Warikas backed song by the Folk Brothers, O Carolina, done at the Jamaica Broadcasting Corporation JBC Studios in 1959. The B-side was I Met a Man. Although both songs were recorded in the then current style of rhythm and blues, while widely recorded in the US as well as Jamaica, it does include some early Rasta hand drumming not found on any previous R&B records, and is regarded by some music historians as one of the first ever ska record. Seen? During this period, Count Ossie also recorded for producer Harry Moody. You know, make you pull it up, wheel up and pull up that. Seen? Although both songs were recorded in the then current style of rhythm and blues, widely recorded in the US as well as Jamaica, that means just rhythm and blues. Jamaica and the US used to record them time. They just rhythm and blues, we used to vibes to like jazz and them type of, you know, so may I say, in a Jamaica them time there. Seen? As well as America. It does include some early Rasta hand drumming not found on any previous R&B record, and is regarded by some music historians as one of the first ever ska record. Seen? That means basically the first ska record, you know, but because it's so, it had so much R&B indulgence, you know, you understand, man, it wasn't originally or officially recognized at first. You see what I say? So, over years now, when them realize what going on through the kettle drum them and the influencer Count Ossie and the Warikas, them did automatically go and have to classify it as ska, because every ska after that came from Count Ossie and the Warikas. So whatever they did before they ultimately transformed into ska and reggae, that was also an influence of the same art form. You understand what I say? I hope you understand what I say. During this period, Count Ossie also recorded for producer Harry Moody and Coxsone Dodd several singles as Count Ossie and the Warikas, including African Shuffle as well as Chubby and Rockaman Soul with vocal group The Mellow Cats, were produced by Harry Moody circa 1961, featuring saxophonist Wilton Gaynor and trombonist Rico Rodriguez, rockfort man that too again, and were released on the Jamaican label Moody's at the time. Some were licensed to, Jamaican label Moody's at the time. Some were licensed to Emile Shalit's UK label Blue Beat and released in England in the early 1960s. Count Ossie later formed a group called the Mystic Revelation of Rastafarian and recorded a few singles, including a cover of Miriam Makeba, Pata Pata, in 1967. Several Jamaican artists also used Ossie's group as percussionists for their own ska and reggae recordings, such as a couple of King Stitch singles, including Be a Man, Studio One circa 1969. Count Ossie issued two outstanding albums at the end of his lifetime and inspired several later Rastafarian drumming groups, including Bob Marley, Ras Michael and the Sons of Negus, You know, see, Ras Michael and the Sons of Negus. We already mentioned Prince Buster and them man there. You know, see it. Count Ossie's masterpiece is the Groundation 3 LP set 1973, which includes songs such as So Long and Groundation. You know, So Long Rastafari call you, So Long and Groundation. The latter title with over 30 minutes running time and an updated version of Oh Carolina. 2 years later, Tales of Mozambique Dynamic 1975 was issued, continuing the legacy of the first album. Count Ossie died in a road accident on the 18th of October 1976, aged 50. His group, The Mystic Revelation of Rastafari, lived on, toured and recorded a few albums into the 1990s.
Martin Luther King, and all the people who stood up for rights and justice all over the world. Peter Tosh, Bob Marley, and we could go on and on all night. His Majesty, His Majesty, His Majesty, His Majesty, His Majesty, His Majesty.
that's how our influence come from, and that's how our steam, our strength come from. The origins of reggae music, the origins of Rastafari, it all began in Shanti Town, East Kingston, where the world come from. You hear me I say? The first ska beat, Count Ossie played, see? And the maddest thing about it now is all of the man them were start out them time they and did have a hit and make hit. Count Ossie helped them make the hit. You understand? Count Ossie was the band of the day. See? And like me I say, R&B the man them used to listen to before and rhythm and blues and them thing there. Count Ossie come drop in the drumming and that's now the reggae. Them start called ska. It's like reggae type of, it's like, you see me? But watch them video still. You see, comment, share, like and subscribe. You don't know, enough respect. Rastafari.